broader perspective. Emotional Clinic, giving you advice and treatments to your emotional needs. Beam TV, a broader perspective.
You're welcome to another exciting edition of Emotional Clinic on Beam TV. Today we want to discuss something that is very, very crucial. When you want to go into a relationship, what do you consider first? Do you consider the person's religious background? Do you consider the person's professional background? Do you consider the person's emotional background? And now they've added something that you have to, when you are undergoing mental examination or health examination, also undergo mental examination to know if the person is mentally stable. But today, that's not the focus. The focus of today's edition is on interreligious marriage. And we have people that are happily married from two different religious backgrounds. They're going to share their experiences with us. When they started, was there any tussle from friends, from family members that will make them to come sit back and think, will I regret this union thereafter? But they've been married for years. So we'll go on a short break. Let's hear people's opinion on interreligious marriage. When we come back, we are going to discuss with Mr. and Barrister Mrs. Moji Tijani. So stay with us.
The person does not have the same belief that I have, so it's impossible. There will be some, misunderstanding on my own belief and his own belief. So to me, it's impossible.
Cannot marry somebody that is not from the same belief with me. Biblically, in the book of Judges, there was instruction given to Samson that he should not marry outside his tribe. Even when their parents asked him, why do you want to go out from Israelites to marry from another tribe? He still exists that he want to marry Delilah, which is from another tribe. They didn't believe God. They were worshipping idols. In that case, they grabbed Samson. They put him to follow them to worship idols. At the end of the day, his life was miserable. If you read the Bible, God says he blessed Samson when he was in mother wombs. But out of ignorantly married from another tribe, he didn't believe the same what he believed, and he ended up his life in a very wrong way. So my point of view, that I cannot marry anybody that is not from the same belief religion with me.
No, it's not possible because it will bring problem into the family. I would not like to join him because if I join him, I will bring distraction into my spirit. I will not be able to enjoy his religion.
I can't even try that. Number one, I should make you to understand also, as a true child of God, you can't even try that to marry a person from another religion. Just for being a Christian, then you marry for Muslim. They have different doctrine.
I can marry provided the person is serious and I will have peace of mind in the house.
Everything is all about understanding and reasoning. If you have understanding between the two of you, you can actually marry.
I can't do that. That's a very big risk. One of the reasons I can't do that is because even the Bible says that two cannot go together except they agree. If we have different beliefs, we will be disagreeing over so many things. And religion is one of the things that is very, very paramount. You can't live with someone that is, that is having other beliefs. There will be so many problems.
I would rather marry someone from another tribe, but not belief.
Emotional Clinic, giving you advice and treatments to your emotional needs. Beam TV, a broader perspective.
All right, so welcome back. And I believe you've heard people's opinion on interreligious marriage. What's your own opinion? If you're a Christian and a Muslim comes to ask you out, will you follow the person or you say, I'm going to sacrifice my religious belief on the altar of marriage? Or far beyond that. So let's interact with Prince and Barrister Mrs. Moji Tijani. The first person on my right is Barrister Moji Tijani. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And the husband is Prince Shegun Tijani. Welcome to the program, the Prince.
Thank you very much.
All right, we are talking about interreligious marriage, and you've heard people's opinion about interreligious marriage that it will affect them in this way. Some say I can marry, some say I cannot marry. Before we go into you discussing, talking about your own experience, I would like to understand what interreligious marriage entails.
For me, interreligious marriage basically means people from different religious backgrounds coming together in union to start a family. So basically, anybody from any other religious background other than where I come from or where I am is interreligious marriage.
Okay, Prince Tijani, what made you consider Barrister Moji? Let me not put Tijani because before you met her, she was Moji and the other name. What made you not consider people from the same religious background like you so that they can put up their hijab and then you be parading around, this is my wife with hijab, but you chose to go for a Christian?
Well, from my background and my family background, we don't discriminate. That's number one. Okay. My grandfather was a chief imam, and he has friends cut across the two religions. And then my mom too is from a strong Muslim family too. Okay. And in the family, we blend together. And again, coming from the Southwest, you know, we in Southwest, we do lots of inter-religious marriage and everything. So it was very easy for me to decide. And at times when you look at the issue of marriage, love, dating, and whatever, you find that at times you date somebody from your own religion, you're not getting the vibes, you're not getting what you are looking for.
So you got the vibes from Barrister Moji. Can you share the vibes with us? On the spot.
Well, the first thing is the connection they had. We connected straight. I had the day I saw her, and I told my friend. Well, I was in the garden with my friends. We were having a child dedication, okay. And I just told. I said, I want that lady to serve, that black lady. And I said, okay, I will go and tell her. And she came. Say, Adam, the lady told her then that, look, that man there, the one sitting in the middle, it's like the man wants you, so you go and serve them. So she came around to.
Was happy serving you?
No, she was not at first. You know the
initial
graga, IGG. But at the end of the day, things work out, and today here we are.
Barrister Tijani. Now you're Barrister Tijani, no more that surname. Yeah. What made you to consider Prince Tijani to be your lawfully wedded husband? Not being afraid of this religious belief that we people have about Muslims. Muslims are violent, Muslims are these, but you took a bold step. I call it a bold step that from a Christian background, you chose to accept somebody from a Muslim family to marry.
First of all, I think I fell in love with his nature, like I said. And for me, basically, when he started, he didn't come saying, I want us to be friends. He said, I want to marry you.
Wow.
That's what he said.
But some people are scared of that question at the first meeting.
Yeah,
it's like,
it wasn't the first meeting.
It doesn't portray you to be serious, like, oh, in the Bible they will say, come meeting you for the first time and then I want.
But funny enough, there's every genre there's an exception. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes God is guiding you. And before I met him, I told God, funny enough, all the specifications, he met them, only that the religion wasn't there. So I knew that was God at play. Okay. God's ways are not our ways. And definitely men have just made doctrines for themselves and not from God. So when I met him and he told me, I want to marry you and I'll wed you anywhere you want me to wed you, because he knew I was a Christian. He said, I'll do any wedding you want for you. And so when he told me, I thought he was talking to somebody else. I looked around. He said, no, I'm talking to you. So I think for me then, I was just like, well, this is it for me. I think he's everything I'd asked God for, and he comes all in one package. So I was good to go.
Wow. All right, in your journey, was there any differences that you could not reconcile, religious differences you could not reconcile in the process before you got married?
I don't think there was any, not that I can remember.
So everything was just smooth?
Yeah.
It was very smooth, and at the same time, it depends on how you want to live your life. For me, you come straight immediately, whatever you have in mind. Let your partner know you very well, and you know your partner.
From your own angle, from your own family, was there any tussle from friends, from the family, that when you presented him to your family, they say, no?
No, there was nothing. First of all, I think they had met him as well, and meeting him, calm, his nature. Like I say, he has a very good nature, which I don't tell him all the time, but let him be the opportunity to So he has a calm...
for this you wanted to come here so that you can blow the trumpet.
So he has a calm nature. So people meeting him, first of all, you said, do you want to be happy? My parents want me to be happy.
Okay.
So I think the bottom line is my happiness was number one issue. If she's happy, then we'll go with her. We'll go with the flow. I mean, we got married in 96. We're going to 24 years after marriage, and we're still together.
Okay. So has it in any way weakened your religious belief, your faith, or has it in any way, did your relationship affected your belief, your relationship with God or Allah?
I don't think that has ever happened. As a matter of fact, I want to pride myself as somebody who actually even encouraged her into the Catholic. She's a Catholic from birth, but I actually brought her back into the Catholic faith, and that's always my happiness. So today I have friends, priests that are my friends, come to my house freely, and most of my friends are Christians.
Okay.
So and when it comes to the Islamic functions, they come. We do Salah. Everybody in Naked wants to come to Tijani's house during Salah to come and eat ram. So likewise, when it comes to Easter, Christmas, we'll do things together. So it has always been like that. And I don't see any reason why religion should cause any problem for anybody.
Okay, did you in any way try to convert her? You did not?
First of all, there's freedom of religion.
Yeah.
And marriage does not determine which religion you should be in. The ultimate thing is have a relationship with God.
Yeah. And sorry, before you say anything, again, the Quran also says that there should be no compulsion in Islam. It's there written.
For me, my joy is him supporting me in my religion, him helping me to grow in my religion, and also helping him. When it's time for Salah, I make myself available. I make sure that everything is in place.
Okay.
And he does it, and he's happy. If I'm having, he actually will tell me, Moji, I take the children for baptism once I have my kids as a Catholic. He comes with me for them to be baptized. Anytime we're doing the education, we dedicate the children together.
Okay.
We go to church together. It's not as if you stay outside. He comes into the church with me, and we do all of that.
He's been coming to your church.
Yes.
Have you gone to the mosque before?
Yes, I do.
You have?
I join him when they're having programs. He's from a Muslim family. So anytime they're doing any of the religious programs, I dress up like them. Not the hijab. No, you see, you just use the shawl.
Okay.
Just the shawl to just cover and identify yourself. We have prayers in the house, and his Muslim brothers come. As a matter of fact, we pray together as Christians.
Okay, so when you do when you pray as a family, how do you pray? Because Muslims have a way of praying.
Yes, we use English. We use English to talk to God. And that's a common language.
No, the bottom line is not flowing it. He will just say, pray.
Okay.
And I pray. And when I ask him to pray, he prays in the way we have prayed.
Okay.
Praise calling the name of Jesus.
So he's been conformed to Christianity.
Not that. Both ways we do it. I also do it. So if I'm calling his home now, his sisters, I greet them in the Islamic way.
Okay.
And sometimes some of the things I tell with him, I'll say, tell the truth. And I'll mention some Islamic verses and ask him, say the truth. When I mention those Islamic verses, he will tell me. He will tell me. I know that then I pushed it because I will learn some of the Arabic as well. And I'm speaking to him. Say the truth. He will now say, oh, that's the truth. And if it's not the truth, he keeps quiet.
Okay. All right. You said during child dedication, he comes with you. Wow. Now the children. Are the children Christians or they are Muslims?
Well, for me, they know God. We try to bring our children up to know God first.
Okay.
So whatever
they
decide. I decided to marry a Christian. I was not forced to marry a Christian. So we always allow it to flow naturally. But the most important thing is let them know God. And that's it.
You're married for how many years now?
Since 1996. 24 years.
24 years now, that you've never had any issues, no challenge over religion? Yes.
No.
No conflict, so everything has been moving on smoothly.
No.
Okay. All right, so what advice do you have for people that will have this as a challenge?
If you love somebody, for me, I believe love conquers all things. There's nothing love cannot conquer.
So if you love somebody, walk up to her and tell her you love her.
Oh yes, so that you get it out of the way. You see that she says yes or no. So I can say, I would just say, follow your heart. Let your heart lead you and let love take control of everything. Because even I tell you my experience might be a different experience. And you might see in a different, like, oh, this woman came and told me this. It might not work. It might work. And I always tell myself, if I have married a Christian, would I be still this happy? Would I be myself? Because I rediscover myself more every day in my marriage. Unlike when I would just be a shadow of myself. But I'm myself. He lets me be what I want to be.
First, you put it in the hands of God. Let God direct. Ask God for direction. Once you ask that, leave everything into God's hands. God will definitely give you the wisdom, the direction to push ahead.
What role do you think a man should play in a relationship if you find yourself in that? And what role do you think a woman should play in the relationship if she finds herself in such relationship?
Respect for each other, respect for each other's religion. Okay. Don't ever discriminate. There's likely to be friction, but don't slip over that friction. Call yourselves together, talk it out, and won't you say sorry, like you always say. Won't you say sorry? I say, sorry for what now? Say you're okay. I say okay, sorry for what? Say sorry. Okay. Don't be annoyed. We hug each other, and that's one of the spices we use. We argue. We argue. It's not as if we don't argue. For 24 years, we are bound to argue, but we sort it out. We don't slip over it.
Every woman going into a relationship of intermarriage or interrelation or interreligion, respect who you're going to marry, appreciate who you're going to marry, communicate with whom you're going to marry, and bottom line is love who you're going to marry.
Wow. Thank you very much, Barrister Moji Tijani. Thank you very much, Prince Tijani, for sharing your ideas with us. And I believe they have, in one way or the other, answered the questions you've been having in mind. Thank you so much. That's the size of our package today, and I believe we've been able to solve or advise, give emotional advice to your needs. My name is still Blessing Ambrose. Don't forget to always stay on with Beam TV.